Sorry, Jack, but you're really a kick in the pants, and I know we'd had fun together, but we need a new look. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Grandma. You're back for another episode.
I'm back. I'm at the house. I'm on a Zoom, and it's always fun trying to get it together.
I know, but I'm so proud of you. You did so well. It was too much to bring you to the office this week because you
Yes,
are a busy lady. Busy.
I've
So
been very busy.
I'm glad you gave us time for a Zoom today.
I do have 20 minutes. That's about it. Then I must move on to the next project I have.
Okay, then we need to get going, Grandma. So we're gonna
I'm in demand, baby. I'm in demand.
by who?
Oh, I've got my fans lined up outside the house.
God, okay, then we need to get going on this recap. So we're gonna talk
Okay.
about the Golden Bachelorette, the men tell all. Grandma, give
Yes.
me your hot takes on it. Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun watching it? Do you like any of the men any better?
Oh yeah, I've liked them from beginning. I've liked all of them. But Charles, he dyed his hair. That's my hot take. Wow.
Okay, so do we like the dark hair?
You know what? Whoever did it did a good job.
Okay.
It doesn't have that red cat because when men dye their hair, it does look hokey. It does. But I wonder if Charles has a little woman in waiting.
Or is he gonna be the next Golden Bachelor?
Well, did you see that? They stood up in the audience.
So we're gonna talk all about that, okay? So let's
Okay,
get into
well,
it.
let's move it along here.
Grandma. Okay. So we opened with a very cute montage of all the cute moments that the guys had. And obviously, like we've said since day one, this season has all about been about the bromance. And it's so clear. Did
Oh
you
yeah.
have fun watching that back?
These men are just having a good time together. They didn't care. I almost don't think they cared if they got picked or not. They were just having fun
Obviously,
together.
they did not
Yeah.
care.
And it
Talk
was
about
nothing against Joan. I just think these men have been lonely and they just formed a relationship. All of them. I think all of them got along.
they clearly did. And I think it was so special when Michael revealed his cancer diagnosis
Yes.
and said that, like, look, this could have been a very sad, lonely year for me, but because of this experience and because of the
Right.
men that he formed
Yeah.
friendships with, it was a better year as he was going through that. And I thought, like, it showed how sweet this group of men were.
Yes, and I'm so glad to see that because I actually cried. I
I
probably
did
cried
too.
more in this season. I mean, it's just been a great bonding for these men. They really have.
Grandma, I
Yeah.
think you're in love with some of them.
I'm not in love, I'm in like.
You're so okay. Who out of all the guys would you want to give you a call? Because maybe they're watching this.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know which one I would like me to call me.
Because,
Uh,
they're not that much younger, and it's also 2024. You could be a cougar, Grandma. I support
Maybe
that.
Jack. Jack would be fun. Jack would be fun, but we have to, we gotta jazz him up a little bit. Sorry, Jack, but you're really a kick in the pants, and I know we'd had fun together, but we need a new look.
Oh my God, Grandma Jack, that is like the hottest take of the season.
I think that's a hot take. Yeah, Jack. Shave
Okay,
off the beard, really see what it's. He likes to cook. I don't cook.
I know, I know. We
So
need
he could
someone
cook
to
for
come in to
me.
cook for you. I agree. You don't cook. You just go out to eat. And
Wouldn't you all like that? Wouldn't the family like that?
honestly, I could see Jack being a really good grandfather.
Yeah, and we could have Stephen cooking and Jack.
Okay, Jack, if you are listening out there, I have a beautiful grandmother that is single and ready to mingle, obviously.
No, I'm not really, but you know what? Why not?
Why not,
But I
honestly, Grandma? Jack is cute, but we do have to get rid of the pink jacket, right?
Yeah, the pink jacket's got to go, Jack. I'm sorry, but
Wait,
I just love how they all got along. And Charles, oh my, oh,
maybe it's
yes.
Charles, Grandma. Maybe we should reach out to Charles.
Well, that's true. Yeah, Charles is so sweet.
I think he's too sweet for you.
He's just sweet for me. I'd scare him. I'd
You
scare
would
Charles.
scare
But I
him.
I think Charles has come a long way. Maybe Charles just met somebody.
or he's going to be the next Golden Bachelor. So let's talk about that because they put Charles in the hot seat, even though it was not a hot seat
Yes.
whatsoever. He thanked everyone for being so nice to him this season, which I thought was so sweet. It's just clear that he is enjoying life. And
Yes.
this was such a big step for him to do so, which that's what
Oh,
I kind of, Grandma, did you cry at all this episode? Because
I
I
cried a lot. I actually cried today a lot because of the stories,
yeah.
because of the cancer story. And then also the song. I just thought that was cute how he wrote the song. The captain wrote the song.
Yes, Kim.
And they just were having fun. And, Paxel, he really, at first I was, not sure about him, but he really grew on me. And I still like him. I still like him. I think he's a genuine, honest man.
Wow. Okay, that's another hot take. Okay, so before we get to that though, I want to say that someone stood up and said Charles should be the next Golden Bachelor. And if he
Yes.
isn't, she has a mom that is
Yeah.
single and also ready to mingle. So, Grandma, you might have some competition, but I think Charles would be a great option to be the Golden Bachelor.
Well, the thing about Charles, he surprises you. He's so sweet, but he's got a great sense of humor.
Yeah, he's
He
really funny.
and he's game to do anything. When they did some of those outtakes today, there was
They
some stuff.
had he had a wig on and Pascal was cutting it.
Pascal
That
cut his
was
hair.
So
Yeah.
let's talk about Jonathan because Jonathan is also was game for anything, and we really wanted him to be the next Golden Bachelor, but he
Yes.
revealed that he met someone.
He met someone, and I hope she's a good person. I hope, the guys really liked him. I liked what Mark did. The one morning he woke up for coffee and Mark wasn't there, but he left all these stick-em notes for him.
Yes. Okay, so I wrote it down because we need to talk about this. So Mark wrote a sticky note in Jonathan's coffee cup that read,
Yeah.
Jonathan, just in case I don't get to stay, I am humbled to have met you. I have enjoyed this time we shared. Place this sticky note on your mirror and remind yourself that you are a fantastic human being. And then the sticky note read, I am strong. I am interesting. I am handsome. I'm deserving. I am enough.
Yeah.
Grandma,
I
we
thought
need
that
this
was
sticky note.
I thought that was so kind of Mark to do that. It sounds like I didn't realize it, but it sounds like Jonathan, as handsome as he is, and he's debonair, the way he dresses.
Oh,
He
yeah.
had scarf on today. I mean, he is a dresser. But yet you wouldn't believe he wasn't a confident person because he comes off as confident.
I agree.
And he must have had a hard childhood.
Yes. But it
Yeah.
seems like he is healing from that and he is learning to be confident. And I think also
Yeah.
all this positive reaction he's going to be getting
Yes.
from this past season should help that because he seems like an amazing human and I'm so glad that he's happy. I'm sad that he did meet someone because that means he won't be the Golden Bachelor
No,
because
no,
that
no.
would have been a great season.
And
But
I'm happy for him.
I
I'm
am
happy
too.
for him. This has opened the door for these guys.
I agree. So they
Maybe
all
Joan doesn't end up with anybody, but it's possible these guys end up with
Well,
everybody.
that's the thing. Maybe Joan's not going to find her person, but all these other men did, which good for
Yeah,
them. So let's talk about Pascal because he did have his time to talk and clear
yeah.
the air. What do you think? Because honestly, last week we were kind of hard on Pascal. We were like saying,
Yeah.
you're too old for a
Look, I think he's being
situation.
honest. I think he's being honest. If he has somebody else in his life, why play the game? Why be a Gary? Why go through it? I think there were times Gary and Teresa should have backed down and they didn't. And I respect these guys. They're all being honest. He's being honest. He hasn't said he has somebody, but I think he's back with the girlfriend.
I know he
And
didn't say anything about that, which I wish he did, but he didn't say
well,
anything.
they might have told him he can't, you
Or
know.
he said he didn't want to.
Right. And I don't think he wants to hurt Joan anymore. I
Right.
don't think he wanted to hurt Joan. He said to her again, I am here for you. I'm a phone call away. I bet they end up being friends.
No, I think the way then, because then Joan came out, Joan said, hello to everyone. There
Yeah.
is no hard feelings with
No, no.
anyone, which is shocking, honestly shocking to see out of the Bachelor franchise.
Well, she's a lady. She's
Yeah.
a real lady, and he's a gentleman. And I think she handled it really well. I mean, good grief, you're on camera when somebody, rejects you. That's heavy duty.
Could you imagine? No, thank you.
I would, and she doesn't need to go through any more pain. She's already lost her husband. So she's scared. She was not rejected by her husband. He died. She had no choice in this. But the pain is still there of loss, and you don't want to lose again. It's
No,
too
I
painful.
agree. So speaking
Yeah.
of the finale, we have that next week. We are going to recap the finale and then we're going to interview Joan by herself or with the person that she picks. We don't know at all. We know nothing. So we're
I
excited.
think the previews make it look like Chuk Chak left
Okay, so that's what I was going to say. And they might
because
be teasing us, Grandma.
he
Remember?
said, I can't ask someone to marry me that hasn't said they love me. Well,
Yeah.
she's not ready to say that yet. Why do they have to get married? Why can't they just continue this for another year?
I don't think she's ready to get engaged at all. Like, I don't think
No.
ended an engagement. And I honestly think after seeing that preview that she's gonna be with Guy. And then here's my hot take. She and Guy won't be together after the final rose ceremony, so she'll be single.
Okay, I was thinking the same thing. I think Chuk 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 soup is out of it.
I do too.
And and I think she doesn't, accept engagement from Guy, but I could be wrong. Maybe she does, because ABC does give a beautiful wedding.
They do, and we know how weddings can be very expensive, so and we love a free wedding.
And they had that beautiful wedding and all those people there, and then they announced they were getting divorced 3 months later. So you know what? Have the party.
Have the party and get a divorce, whatever. Wait, did you
That
see,
you know
hey
what?
mom, did you see that Teresa said there was way more to the divorce than just living in different cities?
Oh, of course.
Duh.
Duh. Hello.
Duh.
Her kids sat her down and started talking to her and said, "Hey, mom, hello."
Grandma, I think our time is coming up and you said you were very busy. I don't know
Okay.
what you're busy doing, but I appreciate you taking the time to Zoom with
I'm
me.
doing lunch later. I have a lunch date.
With a man?
Yes, with a man.
What? Yeah, that's funny. Okay. Bye, Grandma.
Bye. Love you. I'll see you next week, right?
Yes, next week.
Peace out.